Hello. It is Slaver behind the scenes and Preston or Retro Man six
Uh,
Nintendo
my official
64.
channel name is Retroman 96.
Okay. And he is the creator of Jason versus Mr. X, and I am the director. And today we are going to be doing a commentary over the
Um,
entire movie.
you guys may recognize me as the person who does all the screaming
Yeah.
in the first two films. I also played the cop.
Yeah.
So
So we're going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing this with Adrian as well for the rest of the Friday the 13th movies. So we're just going to get into it right now. So fun fact about this thing, it was originally made for our play that we were doing, and we thought that the regular cut was just too much of an open, like
there's
it
a lot
wasn't,
of crap
no,
scenes.
there was no backstory. So we decided to add this in, and I say it turns out pretty well.
Yeah, the filter was honestly crap, but scene-wise, it's clearly the superior.
Just lower the volume, okay. And I really love the black bars that I added, and I'm going to be doing that for the rest of our movies that we make.
That is nice. I'll agree with that.
And there he is, the man of the hour, or the man
I was
himself.
thinking about wearing that jacket, but I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
I'm too lazy. Here's the phone that was used. Here's the phone.
Yeah. Now we filmed this on many different phones and many different cameras. And why is this on? Hold up.
Most of it's on my phone is what's funny. Most of it is on like this phone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny is I've still got some scenes from like the original like Cult of the 13th on my phone.
You still do?
Yeah, I didn't like delete any of that.
Bro, you should send in all the footage that you have because I'm uploading.
Buddy, but I got you.
Okay. After this, send all the footage that you got.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking about releasing all that footage.
And this was the original open. You can tell what we filmed for the director's cut and what we didn't because it's much grainier in the original.
Me with the long hair, wow.
Yeah.
What's funny is that I have more planned for Mr. X, but I doubt that hairdo will ever be back.
Yeah. And I really hope we do make more movies about Mr. X because he's a good character.
He is a good character. He makes a good standalone. I have like a bunch of scripts.
That's cool.
Because I think Mr. X is pretty much just one of those characters that we can just mess around with, go crazy.
Yeah, because like Jason has like a specific background that he needs to follow and like specific rules, but X doesn't.
He doesn't have that. He doesn't have as much of a strong background.
Mm-hmm.
X has just a simple story, and that's about it.
Yeah.
I have a trilogy planned. I think the last two films are in production.
That's
just ready.
Cool.
I haven't written the first one yet, which is sad.
I'm excited for this because like when Adrian leaves for because next year is his last year, and when he leaves, what are we gonna do?
You take over, man. You take over.
So I want this scene I choreographed because I wanted to make this seem like kind of like a the Halloween 2018 scene where they like try to take him and he gets broken out. And also this was filmed at the Crocker Art Museum.
Yeah, this was filmed at the Crocker.
Thanks to them for letting us film there.
Yeah.
And there was a little backstory thing, remember, where like this didn't make it into the final movie, but we wanted Adrian to come back because he didn't actually die and because he was like supposed to be a cop and we wanted him to come back and chase around Jason.
Yeah.
But we just decided not to do that. And I feel like it worked fine.
Okay. I'm going to say one thing about that outfit. And that was hot.
Yeah.
That outfit was hot. If you hear me panting in that film, it's because I'm hot.
And this was perfect because
that's Will's like real ID.
Yeah.
It was like it was so convenient.
It was such a good idea to we were so lucky to have Will come to our school.
Exactly.
Because like And it was perfect because he didn't really want to show his face in the movie.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, you get to wear a mask the entire time. And he's like, oh, this is perfect. And like,
because we know what Jason looks like, we know.
yeah.
Without the mask, we know. He looks just like this F-boy over here.
Mm-hmm. He just has to be tall and have long hair.
That's true. What's funny is that I could be Jason if I was a little thinner. I could be.
Yeah.
But
that's what I was thinking for Hike, that you could be Jason, but
I could.
And I love this acoustic version of the mask theme. And there's
that
the mask.
What's funny
and
is
the first
that
time
was
we
my
see
idea.
Jason's face in the entire movie.
That mask was like my idea. If you go onto the original, you can see that the outline, it has that bloody handprint on it.
Yeah, that was my idea. I really liked it.
Amazing. It came out perfect.
Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, what was really cool about this movie is that it only took like a month to film.
It did, and it
turned out pretty good.
Films, if you go on to, I think it's, I don't know which one it is, Slaver Behind the Scenes or whatnot, or Slaver Films, it's one of like it's like I think the most viewed video.
Yeah.
And this only took like a month.
Hmm. And this scene was requested by Matthew.
Yes. Matthew's that kid who's in the hoodie. Like, yeah, most of these, didn't you like use fruit or something?
Yeah, I used fruit and vegetables. Like for the neck snapping, I used celery and I like twisted it.
Yeah.
And then like for when you get stabbed at the end, I used like a tomato to like squish it.
Yeah. Okay.
I wish Steve Ass's acting was a little better.
I would like to say that most of a lot of the shots where you don't see my feet, I'm not wearing the boots on them.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm also not wearing gloves on. Those boots don't fit me anymore, so I have to find new ones. And if you notice, I'm not wearing gloves either.
Yeah.
Because that gear, I'm telling you, is hot.
Okay, so I think it was this stunt that really Clara was like really good at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked so real. When I showed people were like, "Oh my God, is she okay?" She was fine. No one got hurt, but that looked so good.
This was an added scene into the producer's cut.
Because I really like this added. I really like the director's cut way better.
Okay, the producer's cut is a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
But I think honestly, what takes the cake in the producer's cut is the improved scene right between the first and second fight, right?
Yeah.
That takes the cake for the scene.
It shows character development. That was
it brings character development and shows what X has to lose and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's coming up.
We find out that he has a wife and a kid, which we were going to do an alternate ending where
I die,
where X dies. Yeah. But we couldn't do that because of COVID.
Because of the quarantine, because of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I still honestly want to do that.
We should do that if Will's still down for it.
If Will's still around, we should do that. But if I'm honest, what I thought was a dumb idea, it's coming up in a minute. If you notice in the trailer, this dude leaked the entire first fight.
I didn't mean to leak the entire first fight scene. I meant to do like half of it. Like I meant to show it like him falling on the ground and then Jason beating him, and that's where it ended. I'm not very good at making trailers. I'm good at editing movies, but I suck at making trailers.
Hello from Pia.
So Adrian's gonna do. Adrian script writes and does the trailers and all that, and I just edit the movie and direct sometimes.
To be honest, you and I worked on this script for a while,
Yeah.
And it was, and we had it
constant changes.
It did go through a lot of changes, but it was overall it was pretty good.
That's another thing we should do. Like we should do like script reading of the original script.
Oh yes, we should. We should get everybody in here that was involved in JVX and do a full blown script reading.
Because I know in Before the 13th that the script was different.
Do you still have like the script for Colt? Do you still? Because we can do that.
Mm-hmm. This disappears, and this scene was made the entire movie way
Yeah,
better.
it just made it overall better. Okay, Keto over here, I literally told him, you need to wear a lab coat, you need to wear gloves. You're supposed to be a doctor. You're supposed to be like, I'm supposed, you're supposed to be his brother. You're supposed.
I wish we got access to
The bandages, yeah, the first aid,
mhm.
but it still worked. It's
Yeah,
like this shows, and this scene overall is supposed to show what X has to lose. Jason has nothing to lose in this fight. X has a family.
Yeah. I mean, in the original movies, Jason has a family too, but like it's not really important.
It's not important. But
in this
continuity on here, which is that Keo's playing right now Mark Xenoway, his brother, right? Which it's good for character development to show that maybe that X actually cares for his family. That
he's not just a ruthless killing machine.
He's not just a ruthless killer like Jason. He kills for a reason. He kills to make a living. He kills.
Yeah.
He doesn't kill for
And we're not saying that this is justified that he's killing people. It's still not okay, but like he needs it.
It's not okay. It's against the law. It's against.
Yeah.
What we're trying to say here is that we're trying to give people a reason to like X. We're trying to for people to we're trying to give them a reason to want X to win.
Yeah. And he ends up winning.
Yeah, he does. And it is only mentioned briefly that X has a wife and a son.
Mm-hmm.
And in the other movies that I am writing, you will actually get to see like footage from X's son and wife.
That's pretty cool.
And the third film in the X trilogy will eventually take some more put the spotlight on his son instead of him.
I'm excited for these next X movies.
I am gonna send you these scripts once they're done.
Okay. All right.
Me and this kid over here in the lab coat have been writing constantly.
Yeah, Keo's also a brilliant mind. Like he comes up with a lot of ideas that we end up using. Like he came up with the idea that Jason should have a daughter, I think. Or was it Adrian? I don't know. It was one of those two, but I remember Keo bringing it up.
He honestly, he is a brilliant mind. A lot of this stuff he will have some input in. He will. Yeah. Especially on all the X stuff. He's literally he is like the other half of the script. He is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He writes. He's written like half of the stuff. Every time I have every time I put up a script, I literally send it to Keo, to see if he can see what he can do with it.
This was actually a pretty scary scene when Will barged into the room. Like I was actually kind of scared filming that because I was like, oh my god, whoa. Will is going to be the scariest Jason that has ever become.
Is the scariest Jason.
Yeah.
Although we've had Adrian say he's not the scariest, he's not.
Adrian is the creepiest but he's the creepiest and he's most likely to kill people. Well, but
Will is just freaking scary.
Yeah, Will's the most threatening.
Yeah, he if you saw him in if the lights were off and they come on and he's right there, you're gonna be scared.
You're done, man. But if you saw Adrian, if you saw Adrian from or if you saw Jason from the original continuity, you would see you'd be like, oh, it's kind of creepy. What are you doing in here? But he's more vicious than this one, and he'd kill you right away.
What I like about Will though is that he can just stand there and he's freaking scary.
Well, I take back what I said actually, because Will, he doesn't have anything to lose, so he will kill you immediately. Yeah. But Jason, the only reason he kills is because he was bullied.
Mm-hmm. But even though that's not
still not justified. Yeah.
Yeah. What's funny is that how that's done is that if you go back and see the original footage, I have to literally say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or whatever, and Braden over here, muffles that all out, and it just puts in the effects.
Yeah, I had to muffle out me saying bang, 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 bang.
Oh yeah, he puts the bang over it so that way you don't even hear it.
Yeah.
Every single gunshot you see, I say 1, 2, 3. However many I'm shooting.
This was a pretty good movie, even though it was only edited on iMovie on the phone, which is like the lowest version of iMovie.
This is honestly a pretty good film.
But what's great is that I got a new editing software, and it works great. So this is not a sponsor. I just really love this editing software that I'm using.
Once the other X films are out, maybe I'm not sure if this should happen or not, but I think once the other X films are out, we should honestly redo this.
Reboot it?
Yeah, we should reboot it.
Okay, well, we'll have to see like what the fans think. So far, the fans have liked this JVX.
It's got a bunch more likes and dislikes. It's the most viewed video on the channel.
Yeah. Well, I think the most viewed video is Rise of the 13th, but I think this is a very close second.
And Flavor Behind the Scenes, this is like I think the most viewed video.
Oh yeah. And then that's the end of the movie.
Boom. That cup of water was supposed to be gas.
Yeah.
And I literally put I covered my hand just to and lit some sort of match of it. But that's about it. Yeah. We did have an alternate ending planned where I was going to die and we were going to have a whole funeral for X,
Yeah.
A bunch of 2 other people who were supposed to be X's wife and son. We're going to be there and whatnot. But
yeah, but hopefully we can do that when we go back to
school.
I
still want to do that.
Yeah, of course I still want to do that. Yeah. But this has been our commentary for Jason versus Mr. X. I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to be doing one for the final 13th. No, not the final 13th. That hasn't come out yet. We haven't even...
delayed until what, 2021?
Yeah. But we're doing for a True Friday the 13th, before the 13th, and Rise of the 13th, and that's going to be me and Adrian doing that together.
I still think that we should do like a sort of a table read.
Yeah, we should do that.
We need to do that.
So that was the video.
Let me do a plug.
A plug.
Subscribe to Retro Man 96.
And subscribe to Braden with an A.
Subscribe to Slaver Films and Slaver Behind the Scenes and whatnot.
Yeah. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. I gotta come up with a better outro for this, but
stay retro, people.
Stay retro.